exactly what it was.
That's the trick, though. You know?
I started to get a little warmed up towards the end.
All right, we ready to get going?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Come on, you can't replace it.
Want to move your seat up?
Yeah, just
I'll slow down.
go ahead.
All right, there you go. All right, you good place?
What's that?
All right, let's go get these tires warmed up. What do you think?
Yeah, good. That's good. Try it.
Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Have a great week out here.
You too.
All right, excellent. All right, Eddie, I'm Ken.
Nice to meet you.
And your last name is pronounced
Shicalo.
Shicalo? Oh, Shicalo.
It's an H, yeah.
Shicalo.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie Shicalo for 5 laps. Perfect. All right. Excellent. So, have you ever done anything like this before?
Not where I paid. Where I've done. I mean, the last event that I was in Monticello Motor Club.
Yes.
Beating the snot out of CTSV coupes.
There you go. Sounds like fun.
So, but the day we were there, it was pouring rain.
Wow.
So
all right.
we're a bit limited in
Sure.
speed.
Sure.
So.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll have fun with this. Let's get you a little bit closer to the steering wheel. So the seat controls on the left side there. Yep. That's for make sure you can still see the top of the tack. And move you up a little bit closer to the steering wheel there. Now, if you need some headroom, tip the seat back a little bit. All the way down. There you go. Does that work?
Yep.
Good. All right, Eddie. Excellent. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to have some fun with this, show you how much capability this has. But what I'd like you to do is remember we're going to slow the car down in a straight line. We don't want to do any braking and turning at the same time. Steady, constant speed through the corners, and then as we straighten the wheel, we'll accelerate away. We'll be using a 6,000 RPM red line, and we'll be using 3rd, 4th, and 5th gears. So I'll coach you as we're going around on where we need to be. All right, excellent. So foot on the brake, pull that paddle towards you, and that indicator should say 1 manual. All right, we're good to go. Ease on the gas, nice and smooth. And into 2nd, if you would, we'll just take a nice easy cruise down to the...
When I was booking this, I was asking if they have any manuals because I'm allergic to automatics, even though it's not an automatic.
We don't have manuals because the clutches would last 10 minutes.
Right.
So these are great. In fact, Ferrari does not even make a manual anymore.
I know.
Yeah.
I at home I have I just picked up a Lotus Elise. So
yeah, I used to teach classes for those out at Spring Mountain Motorsports Ranch, so doing that for several years.
I've autocrossed a few times. I've autocrossed that. My other car is a JCW Mini. So I've autocrossed with that, and then so now I picked up the Elise that I hope to continue a bit with.
Yeah, no, they're good. They're great autocross cars. Let's slow it down here a little bit. We'll let these guys get a little bit of a head start on us, so we don't get all crowded on the same part of the track. All right, good. Let's pull away here, work our way up to 4th gear. Shifting at 6,000 maximum. Make sure we're slowing the car down before we downshift. So when we're going faster, we'll get to the end of the braking zone, then we'll do the downshifts. Just slow the motor down so it doesn't buzz it into the apex. Eyes up, looking down the track. Squeeze on the throttle. Shift 6,000 RPM into 4th gear. All the way to the left. We'll set up with this on the brakes, nice and hard. Harder, harder. Very nice and smooth. All right. Remember, straight line braking, no braking in the corners. 6,000, we'll get up to 5th gear here. Good. On the brakes, nice and hard here. Harder, got to get down to 3rd gear. Good. Stay to the left here, we got a right-hander coming up. Okay, keep your momentum through this chicane here. And up to 6 grand. Nice and hard. Now remember, downshift after we've slowed the car down. Do not downshift at full speed. Bad for the motor. Unwind, accelerate a little bit here. Straight line braking. It's a late apex, so be patient on your turn in. Very nice and smooth through here. For 3rd gear, accelerate out, go to 6 grand. Okay, now our braking's done in here. We do our braking in a straight line right here as we do our downshift back to 3rd. Nice and smooth into the apex. And we're going to let a car go by on the left here, so let him go by and then we'll accelerate behind him. There you go. Okay, over to the left and 3rd gear for this corner. Good, nice and smooth. Bring it into the apex, steady throttle, patient, patient. Now squeeze on the throttle, go to 6 grand. Good. On the brakes. Back to 4th, back to 3rd. Okay, now start looking ahead, making me nervous. Accelerate out here. Eyes up, see the world. All right, 3rd gear through here if you would. Keep your momentum through the corner. Eyes up, smooth and straighten this out, and squeeze on. On the brakes, nice and firm. Back to 4th, back to 3rd. Off the brakes smoothly, keep your momentum through the corner, and accelerate a little bit here, and then straight line braking, steady throttle through the corner, in tight, it's a late apex. See, we got on the gas while the wheels turned and the car pushed wide. Gotcha. You gotta stay steady throttle while we're turning, then you accelerate as you straighten the wheel. Otherwise the car will not go where you want it. Okay. Nice and smooth. Now take a later turn in here. Now you're like this. Steady throttle through the corner, get to the apex, don't accelerate yet, now accelerate as we straighten the wheel. Right, back to 3rd gear. Nice and smooth, in tight to the apex, steady throttle. Yeah, we're missing the apex as we're making the track narrower than it needs to be. Alright, the 5th gear. Okay. On the brakes in a straight line, do your downshift, Good, now, coming in here, keep your speed steady. Apex here, now we can straighten this up a little bit better. There you go, over to the left. Good. Straight line braking as we slow, and now steady throttle through the chicane. Keep your momentum going. Keep it, don't give up. Now accelerate out. There you go. On the brakes, nice and hard. Harder, harder, harder. Yeah, see, we're not getting on the brakes hard enough, and that's why we can't get to the apex. So you got to be ready on the brakes hard at those cones. That's why we put them there as a nice reminder. Into the apex and full throttle. Should be in third gear. It sounds like we're fourth. Yeah. All right, all the way up here now. Remember, turn into the corner, then brake in a straight line. Just turn in and now brake in a straight line back to third. Take a wider line in. Take a wider line in. Good. Start coming to the apex now. And unwind, accelerate out. Good. All the way to 6,000. On the brakes, harder in a straight line. Good. Downshift to third. Steady throttle through the corner. Steady throttle. Look ahead. See those apexes? We're not identifying them early enough. All right. Straight line braking, nice and firm. More. There you go. Now come off the brakes. Steady speed. Now keep your momentum through here. See, if we tighten that up, we don't have to come back as much here. So we got to get the car rotated sooner. Light braking here. Now steady throttle through the corner. Good. Flow it through. Keep your momentum. And go. 6,000. All right. On the brakes. Harder this time. Good. Downshift. Downshift. Stay on the brakes. Don't come off them. So you're braking hard at first, then we're coming off them, and then we still haven't slowed down enough. So we got to get the car dialed in. All right. That was interesting. Okay. Head through here to the right. And accelerate out. 6 grand. Braking back to third gear. On the brakes, harder. Remember, no braking and turning and wide line. See, we apexed early, that's why we couldn't get to the apex. Alright, 6,000. And on the brakes, harder, and back to third gear. There you go. And eyes up, into the apex. Turn in. Now unwind, accelerate out. Alright. There you go. Good. Now, go ahead on the brakes here. This is our last lap. I'm going to have you do a cool down lap now. So we're just going to go straight. Just leave it in fourth gear if that's what it is now. We'll just cruise around here. Just no brakes. Just let the car flow here. So what do you? Yeah, to the right. So what do you think of this? Pretty interesting car, huh? Yeah. Very responsive. Yep. Yeah, we're just going to let the air flow through things here and cool off on a hot day. So, plus you get to see a little bit of the rest of the racetrack. All right. So yeah, this thing, even with the electronic shift here, it's still pretty entertaining because the shift is so fast, such a fast shift.
You know, it is the whole manual driving isn't for the fast shift. It's just manual driving.
Yeah.
That's I mean, now with all the dual clutch and the electronic clutch, yeah, they're gonna shift faster than a human, but it just takes away a little bit of the feel.
Exactly. Yeah, I much prefer doing a heel-toe downshift and all the right stuff there with the manual. Alright. Yeah, so nice and easy here. Looks like we're clear. We're going to just bear to the left and slow her down back into second gear as we enter the pit lane here. Alright, so you're driving any other cars with us today, Eddie?
No, I don't have time for that.
Alright. Well, glad you tried this one. Alright, nice and slow here. Going to turn in and take a sharp right and we'll go to the right side of this first tent here. So right where this lady is. Nice sharp right. There we go. Perfect. All right. Excellent. Let me get that window down there. We'll